there's nobody to maintain the roads in the winter. So, and then it would be like a 2.5 mile trek to hike to it.
Wow.
And with chasing tides, it makes it very difficult to do. So, I can't wait until I'm hoping this weekend the gates are open so I can get back that way. But yeah, yeah, it's mud
It was
larking. Yeah,
72 degrees. 72 degrees in Charlotte today. I hunted in shorts.
that's nice.
It was nice.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is nice.
I thought it was hot when I got back. I got back from dig stock and I was like, oh, it's so hot outside. It's terrible.
I was complaining because I had a little sweat on my forehead or my hat. And I was like, I need like a little bandana or something. And I was like, shut up and get back to work.
Keep digging. Keep digging those holes.
Right. Quit complaining about your hat and get to work.
Well, if either of you head up this way to Maine, definitely give me a shout out. I'll bring you mudlarking. Plus, we've got hundreds of acres to detect. So that's always the question, when you hear of events coming up, and I'm like, geez, I just got another, 1700s permission. That's, 10 acres, 20 acres. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I'm making it to that event. But yeah, if either of you make it up north, give me a shout. I can get us on something, whether it's in the mud.
I totally come up to Maine. I think my fiance Roberta is always like, I like mudlarking more than metal detecting. She's real supportive and like super supportive, but she loves mudlarking more than that. She likes looking at stuff. I don't know. She said she didn't like digging pull tabs, so we definitely come up to Maine.
Yeah, she'd have a blast. She'd have a blast, and I always love bringing new people out mudlarking. Definitely get her watching the videos though, because or get her. I joke around to friends that if I'm going to bring them, they need to get one of those. Do you remember I don't know, I might be aging myself here, but the highlights magazines that they used to have in like doctors' offices.
Yeah.
Those like I Spy, the wrench over in this weird area or whatever. So you gotta definitely take a look at those, and it helps. It helps. So let's see. In the chat, I got reminded we have a goofy question, and they'd like to hear your answers on this. So, Tom, we'll start with you. If you could be a superhero and have those superpowers while treasure hunting, what superpower would you choose, or what superhero would you want to be, and why?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I don't know a whole lot of superheroes and everything. I mean, I guess I would be Superman because he could fly. But I think if you take away, if you make treasure hunting too easy, it's not gonna be any good. So I think if you think you're gonna get this magic power and it's gonna make you find 20 silver coins or something of this nature, I'm afraid that the magic power is gonna ruin the thing you seek so much. So I'd be careful about that Pandora's box of superpowers.
Gotcha. And Joe, how about you?
Joe wants to be Wonder Woman. Go ahead.
Well, I'd like the superpower, like, I don't know. I would think everybody would say like Magneto, you pull change out, but I don't know. I think Tom's right, actually. If you had a superpower, it would ruin it. Actually, I would like the ability to make people poop on command. Because the moment they're like, what are you doing here? And you're like, woo, then you would never get stopped detecting. You could keep fun and treasure hunting. And
they'd be like, oh, never mind, I got a phone call. I got to go quickly. Oh, that was that superpower too, Joe. Right, that's the superpower I want too. Or I want to make them have where they got to pee real bad and they suddenly,
they gotta go.
I'll be like in a minute, dash off. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I don't know about you guys, but like when the kids come up and they're like, "What did you find?" And that would be perfect. It would be the perfect superpower.
Man, my answer is danger, stranger, and then I'd pull out my little mace and pretend like I'm going to give them a little shot. For their own good, you know. I'm going to have help training them.
The chat believes the best answer ever, Joe, on that.
Oh, good, thank you. Yeah, I mean that. I've put some thought into that one. So.
Oh man. So I've said it on chat, and I know, Joe, I missed your YouTube to let people know, and I will share that as well. But Tom, where can people find you to follow along with your adventures?
I'm just on Instagram at carolina.tom13, and that's the only social media that I've got.
All right, and Joe?
Well, lately I'm pretty much just more excited about Instagram, really, but I'm everywhere at Get That Treasure.
Get That Treasure. All right. And, oh, excuse me. So we will finish this up here with our final question. Well, maybe the final question, depending on what gets answered. Tom, if you could detect or treasure hunt anywhere and there were no rules, where would you detect?
I don't really. I thought about that a little bit, and I'm not sure exactly where that would be. Obviously, I think it would be somewhere in the Northeast that would be historical, where you might turn up something like that. The other thing I would like to have would be a Charlotte Met Mark gold coin, which I don't know where I would go look for that. But if there was a spot that there would be a probability of finding that would be the best coin I think I could find.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool?
Fantastic. And Joe, if everyone wanted to follow along, I already did this. Never mind.
Yeah, you did that.
I did.
It'll be easier for him to answer the second time.
Oh, my Lanta. So yes, Get That Treasure on YouTube and Get That Treasure on Instagram. And if you could treasure hunt anywhere with no rules, where would you detect and why?
I think the White House. I can't be the only person that's ever said that. I just think that'd be cool.
Yeah. No,
yeah. I mean, there's got to be stuff there. Yeah.
Absolutely. Generations of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Generations. Yeah. All right. And actually, I do have a follow-up question. I forgot to add this one to the list. This is a newer question that we've been asking. And I believe it kind of helps some of our newer listeners that are kind of getting into detecting. And we'll start off with Tom on this, and then Joe will go to you. And it's if you were detecting somewhere that you know that there has to be stuff. All right, it's old. You've got the history showing, you've done the research, and you're out there and you just can't find anything, and you're going on hour number 2, or even sooner than that. What do you do? What do you do?
I call Joe and I say, look, dude, I know you're at this place, so don't lie to me. You better admit to it because there's nothing here. There should be. And then he'll be like, oh, yeah, by that corner of that street, yeah, I hit that spot. so that would be the deal. No, seriously, I would tell you this. I've been to killer places and hunted them and found nothing. And spent an hour or 2 there and found nothing and just gone up and down about houses. And just not going to hunt there. It sucks. And it appears to be good, but it's not. And then it turns out to be. So the first thing I would tell you is to be calm and cool and hunt the place correctly, slow and low, dig the repeatable targets. And if you're at the right spot on the right kind of ground, you'll invariably find something sooner or later. Just keep at it. Don't get too excited. One hole at a time.
That's good advice. Good advice. And Joe, what about you? Besides the fact that maybe Tom hit it before you did.
Excuse me. I would say that every site is different day by day. You know, it's crazy how there's a field that me and Tom both have hunted a bunch, and like one day the field's full of stuff. The next day there's nothing. I mean, you can hunt for an hour, not find anything. And then the next week you can come back and it's full of stuff again, like something magical has happened. It's really weird. You know, because conditions play so much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're intent on hunting a place, I often tell people, like, it's never hunted out until I've been there, you know, because you'll hear people say, it's never hunted out, it's never hunted out. Well, I've been to places where, like, it may not be hunted out, but I'm not going back. So if someone was asking me advice about that, you know, I say ground conditions are different from day to day. And I really think that, like, having intent when you go detecting, of course we all want to find something good, but, like, if you have intent for anything in particular, there's been so many times where I was like, I want to go find a ring, and I go find a ring. Of course, there's times where I'm like, I want to find a ring, and I don't find anything. But I do think that, like, having intent where you're at is important, and being persistent. I mean, it's a numbers game. Dig as many holes as you can. Dig as many signals as you can. You're just going to find something cool eventually. You dig 1,000 holes, at least one of them is going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's true. Very true. Well, if you're in chat, we have like just a few more minutes. If anybody has any questions, just drop them in chat and I can ask them. I'll give you guys.
And I just want to say something for our listeners out there. Logan charges like $200 to meet him and have dinner with him. If you're in the area and you want to meet me and Joe, Bojangles. We'll meet you if you buy some chicken at Bojangles. How about that? That's the fee. Chicken.
I have to say, I got down to Digstock in North Carolina last February, and John and I got to Bojangles. There's nothing like that. There's KFC up here, or I guess Popeyes is slowly showing up. So we got to try Bojangles, and he's like, "This is the best!" Like, so much better than, you know. And the sweet tea is definitely better than our sweet tea up here. So I might take you all up on that.
Headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. So it's headquartered here, and if they move it now,
yeah, it's in New
York. They may have moved it down the road, but it's been a favorite for a long time, and it's something else. We like it.
It was so good. I think we were laughing because people are going out to, like, you know, meet with, you know, big groups and stuff. And of course we got done and we're like, dude, let's just go grab some Bojangles and go back. Like, did that two nights, not in a row, but 2 nights. Well, there for 4.
At that Digstock, a lot of people got COVID too. That Digstock.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You
didn't get COVID, did you?
No, because we were in that hotel, and I could tell from talking to people, because I talked to enough people, and I'm like, nope, they're sick. You know, they're like, hey, let's go to dinner. I'm like, John, no, let's go grab some Bojangles and we'll hang in the room until the next day. Or yeah, no, we did not. Did you all get sick that February?
No.
Good.
No, we didn't get invited to the party, so yeah, there was no way for us to get sick.
Well, you could have been like me. We were invited to the party, but I was like, no, thank you. We got a 16-hour drive home. I'm not driving home feeling even worse than, you know, you dig for 4 days and you dig hard, you're going to hurt either way in a 16-hour drive. I'm like, I'm not taking that back on top of it. No, thanks.
Yeah, you're doing 6 miles a day in the field.
Yeah.
But
all right. Well, I want to thank you both for being on the show tonight. It was a blast.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
yeah, thank you very much.
Good luck this year. Hopefully I get to see you at a hunt. If not, hopefully next year we'll catch up. But it sounds like if a certain hunt is coming back up this way, I might see you both. So that would be great. But yeah, so thank you to all our listeners. Gypsy should be back next week with an update of her trip to Digstock, where she met these 2 guys. And we will all catch you next Monday. So good night, everyone.
Night, Amanda.